Hola mis queridos amigos, bienvenidos nuevamente a este canal de JC Natural Group, donde les compartimos mucha información para que ustedes crezcan su patrimonio con bienes raíces. Y nos encontramos en el video número 4 con mi amigo y partner Hui.
4.
4, where we are gonna show you the final end result on this flip, and one of the lessons learned. Hui,
Right
now
here.
this is what a flipper does when things don't go the way that you expect, which is what happened here, Hui?
Well, so apparently, you know, my landscaper, he's laid out the grass, but then he forgot to water it. And the thing with new grass, new start is that you have to water it every day, otherwise it's gonna look very dead. So now I'm trying to save it, but I'm not sure if I can. So that's mistake number 1, right? If you're gonna put down some new grass, make sure you put water on it, or you're gonna waste money.
This is like real life. This is what we show you. This is what happens as a real flipper.
Yeah.
So, you know, those little things that you just send the contractor, okay, do the grass, but then if you don't come and check or have somebody checking for you, and he was on vacation for a little bit.
Yeah, and then we waste money on the grass.
And now, hopefully he's saved. Hopefully, I mean, we'll see. We can do another video on the grass now.
Yeah.
Joking, but yeah, today we're gonna show you basically how the house looks after the renovations. We're ready, right?
I think that the last episode when I take you here, you know, everything is still kind of finished.
Yeah.
So today is completely done. You know, maybe if we can do a little video over here, you can see the roof is being done.
New paint.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah. So just remind me, you know, the 3 major things, right? The roof, the foundation, and the AC. You know, we always take care of those items for the buyer. Yeah, most of our flips, you know, if the roof is really old, we're gonna go ahead and, you know, change out the roof for the buyer. And of course you can see here, you know, it used to be like a lot of hole, a lot of digging. Now, you know, the landscaping is in, we put some rock in, you know, new tree, new landscaping, and it's ready.
Yeah, it looks so much nicer because all of this was like all messy.
Yep.
So yeah, you can either use like rocks or just can do a little bit of like mulch. That's another one, right? If you wanna make it, you know, look differently, but it looks much better.
And boom, this is a brand new house, right? So what's different when you guys see?
Ta-da! Renovation is finished. So as you can see, there is like a very open concept space. One of the things that I like about everything that you do on these flips is like the little decoration as well.
Oh yeah, we always do decoration.
Yeah,
you know, we try to transfer the house into a home.
Yeah.
So we always do that on all of our listing, and I believe on your listing you do that as well.
Yeah, we do that because it really makes the home feel like really like a home, not just like an empty house. So it does make a difference.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and check out the kitchen, right? Maybe we can put the before and after, the before the kitchen and then the after.
Yes.
Yeah. So just to recap, you know, we spend a lot of money on the kitchen. It's just that, you know, the kitchen is normally sell the house.
The kitchen and the bathrooms,
The kitchen and the bathroom, yeah, those are normally, you know, get the home sold. So we put in stainless steel appliance, you know, brand new granite, brand new countertop, backslash. Go ahead and repaint all the cabinet, and it's a brand new kitchen.
Nice. Yeah, no, and I love now, as we said, the new fixtures you're using, just that colors, like contrast,
the color coordination.
Looks very nice.
Yep, black and white, keep it simple.
That's nice, yeah.
Yep, and then the master. Yeah, if you remember, we go ahead and put on a new sliding door.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
so-
Yeah, this one was actually, this was older.
Yeah,
this one is nicer, yeah.
It was just a normal door like this, but then we go ahead and, you know, put on the new sliding glass door. So, number 1, you know, this is the master. If you put a door here, it's gonna make the room looks a little bigger. Yeah, and it's just a nice and mighty. When you wake up in the morning, you can just, you know, go straight to your backyard.
I guess whenever, because a lot of older homes, they have old windows. Do you normally replace the windows or?
Yes and no. If the window is still in good condition, right, there's no need for you to replace it, and then you can leave it there. But it's all broken and stuff, and then we can go ahead and replace the whole window.
Okay.
Right, but at the end of the day, you know, it's still a business, right? I would love to give the buyer everything new, but you know, business-wise, you know, unless it needs replaced, if we can reuse it, you know, fix it up, and then we're gonna go ahead and do that to save money.
Right. Yeah. So, and as you said, the main items that you always wanna take care of, because the inspector is gonna come, is like foundation, roofing, and AC.
We make sure all the major items is taken care of. Yeah. And if we have extra money, you know, we throw in some stuff now like this, like the, you know, the door, and especially the master bedroom. Yep, there you go.
Yeah, something that I love here as well, if you guys can notice, is always the light fixtures that you use, like really makes a difference, because you could just use like a standard mirror, but you actually have some different touches into that, so and it really makes the house look so much like luxurious, nicer.
You know, just very simple stuff. You know, like even the color of the light, right? You know, make it warm. The bathtub, you know, we go ahead and resurface it. This is not a new bathtub. This is the resurfaced bathtub.
Yeah, resurface. How much do you pay for resurface? Because I've seen that a lot, right? You don't need to replace it.
A quality one probably about gonna cost you 500. You know, but they do a really good job, and because they wash it with acid, and they really prep it well.
It looks like new.
It looks like new, and it's gonna last for a very long time, right? Remember, we talked about material. If you can reuse the material from, you know, of the house, most of the time the material from older house, they're way better, right? The quality of the wood, the quality of the bathtub. If you can just reusing it instead of buying the new one, you know, the old one, they have much better quality.
Right, that's true. That's true. So yeah, as long as you can save it, better save it because of that, the quality. That's great.
So new floor, you know, new carpet. You know, we tie the floor, or we tie the bathtub all the way up, so you know the room looks a little bigger.
Oh yeah, that's true. Do you normally do that in all the flips? Like, because normally if you guys see, like most of the houses, the tile comes up to here and then it's just the wall, right?
We do it all the way up.
Trust and then it looks so much nicer. It makes a big difference, and I guess what you spend on like money wise is not as much.
It's not as much.
Honestly, it really makes it worth
exactly.
the investment.
And if you notice, you know, this is the same material that we use for the backslash kitchen. Right, so it's not like we buy extra material. Right? We buy one material, but we use it on two places. We use it on the kitchen, we use it on the bathroom. Same thing with the granite. This is the same granite that we use in the kitchen, and we keep it consistent throughout the house.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that way it's easier for the contractor to manage, right? They don't have to go and pick different material, and then we have a bunch of leftover with different stuff. Right. This is from, you know, a lot of the stuff. Right now that if I have extra material, I can use it for the next flip and the next flip and the next flip. Right. So you don't have waste.
That's true.
Yeah. We're not flipping $1 million house. This is a very entry-level house in Houston, 267,000.
Yeah.
Super entry level.
Yeah.
But the finish is way better than everything you see in the market.
Than anything else. That's true. And that's, as you said, reuse the materials, because once you start, sometimes investors, they want to create too creative. And as you said, depending on the price range, the conversation is going to be different. But for these entry-level homes, you don't want to, you know, do all these nice different things, because you're gonna end up like spending extra money that you could have invested in something like major items that is really gonna come up when the inspection, and you know, first time home buyers can get scared on those major items.
Exactly. And the extra material, you know, it's not gonna help your house come better, right? If I put in really expensive tile here, it's gonna come out at 267, the same thing.
Try.
Yeah,
that's true. Like, no, because you are putting like a tile with a lot of designs, it's gonna make it so much more. It's not. Nice.
Yeah, so this itself is another bedroom.
And as you said, you see like the light fixtures the same throughout, are the same kind of color.
Yeah, we
always keep it consistent. So I like that. That looks nice.
Yeah, so new carpet.
One, you just kept it the same, right?
Yeah, we kept the same, we resurfaced it.
Okay. On here, like they pretty much just left it like this way because it was in good condition.
Yep, and you can see, you know, the design on the faucet, the granite, you know, the handle on the cabinet, right? We keep it consistent.
And then the same, you repaint it, you didn't have to replace this, just put the granite and that's it, and resurface the top.
We have a really good painter, so they actually sand we sand everything down before we put the new coat in. Right, so it doesn't peel, right? Like the cheap one, the most of, you know, when they try to cheat, they would paint over it, and then it's gonna peel really fast.
Yeah, right? And then sometimes you see the contrast in the colors. I don't know if they don't sand it right. It really
exactly. Yeah. So our team, we sand it now really well, you know, and then we paint it, and then that way the paint is gonna stick.
There is some blind there.
Yeah, we need to go ahead and fix the blind, but remember there was like I don't know what is it. It's like the deer head over here. Yeah, we go ahead and remove that.
Okay.
Yeah, remove the bed. You know, clean out all the stuff here, and then, well, now it's another another bedroom.
Do you normally recommend to buying blinds and have the house, if the home doesn't have blinds, or maybe the blinds were old and ugly?
So this is actually the old, when I bought the house, the blinds already here.
Okay.
Yeah, but if the house doesn't come with blind, I usually use it as a negotiation chip.
Okay.
Right? So I'm not gonna put in a new blind, but if the buyer requested, you know, just like any negotiation, right? Hey, I'm gonna put in a new blind for you, but would you agree to this price? Would you agree to this term? So I kind of use those little items for negotiation, right? And a good listing agent can, you know, just like your team, you can recommend your client that, right? You don't need to have like everything ready, but just leave something so that you can negotiate with them, negotiate with the buyer.
Okay, so you not necessarily, if there is no blind, you don't put blinds on, it's not something like...
Just like this one, right? For sure, when the inspection comes, they're gonna ask me to replace the blind. Right? I'm gonna say yes, right? You know, and then we negotiate with the buyer to the option and make sure all the parties happy. Yeah. It's very good, you know, like I talked in the first video, a very premium zip code, 77041 in Houston, 5 minutes from Memorial. Yeah, so 267 is actually a good price, a really good price.
Yeah, so this home has been on the market one day.
And we actually have an offer already.
We already got an offer.
Yeah.
Yes. We always want to have traction in the first days on the market. That's the most important, right? Yeah. And sometimes listing it below the market or a little just slightly, because you're gonna get more buyers, more interest. You may come like to a multiple offer situation, and that way as a seller you're gonna have more leverage.
Yeah. So exactly. The more option, the more buyer you have, you know, the better leverage you have, right? I could totally list this house at 270, you know, but let's go ahead and take, you know, $3,000-$4,000 off. It's not gonna hurt you that much. It's gonna, you know, it's gonna give you a chance to have more buyers, more eyes, and then you might have a really good offer, right? And if there's really a demand in the market, you know, people, they can always offer $3,000 more, right? It's not gonna break their budget. So I don't always try to list at the top of the market, but just a little less. Yeah. Right?
Yeah, in my experience, I think that's our experience in the market. You most likely gonna get more offers, more desire, and you just wanna have the, you know, the most eyes you have on the home, you know, the most likely you're gonna get a better price. So that's amazing, Hui. So what is it that you're at the end of all the expenses, you have that number on top of your mind, or how much do you think you're gonna profit on this home?
It come in, I don't know the profit yet because we haven't sold the house yet. You know, we haven't finished the negotiation, but the repair on the house, it come in right at budget, you know, right at $42,000.
Okay, great. So there was no big surprises, right? Because we were wondering if something happened. They renovated, but there was nothing like that major.
Yeah, usually there is something.
But you always want to have like a budget for that.
The only surprise that we have is that, you know, there's a lot of raccoon around here. So we have to, you know, chase them away, and before we can put in a new duct. If you put in a new duct, we have a new duct here. If you put in a new one and all the raccoon, all the squirrel is still on the attic, you know, they're gonna eat, you know, they're gonna eat it. Or they're gonna, you know, tear them apart. So we have to hire a pest specialist, you know, we somehow chased all of them away. And then, you know, hopefully there's nobody living up there right now. That we have to wait for 2 weeks, you know, to make sure all the raccoon is out.
Okay, you had to wait 2 weeks once the pest control came to make sure you put install the air ducts and don't have issues or they turn down. Okay.
So that's the only thing that delay us for 2 weeks for this house.
Wow. You always see something. You always learn something new. At the end, so how much profit are you thinking to? I mean, basically around something around like,
I don't know. Finger crossed. Around 30, just like always.
That's great.
You know, before tax, before all the depreciation and stuff like that.
Okay, that's good to know. So thank you. This has been great and great learning experience for everybody, and especially for all the investors out there. From somebody that actually does a lot of flips, and he's like in a daily basis. So a lot of good experiences from that. And yes, we are.
Thanks for coming and do all this video. I feel like I'm on HGTV.
So I appreciate your time.
All right, thank you, Joanna.
Yes, thank you. Thanks everyone, and I hope to see you in the next video.
All right, bye.